Hello, Aaron here. I have PhD on some transhumanisty. Also, I'm mentally disabled and have learning disabilities. I'm first grade level reading, second grade level math, and I'm mentally first grader age. Also, because of medications I take for my mental disabilities, I have a rapid heartbeat, but I take medications for my rapid heartbeat. Also, I have visible crowds, sad sounds, and yes, when people ask me over their house, I don't know how to respond, and that's hard to reach, and also hard for me to interact with others. Also, autism is kind of like a brain delayed sexual interaction. And autism makes it hard to process what other people are saying. Also, autism makes it hard to process other people hugging, kissing. And autism makes it hard to process other people holding hands. Also, autism makes for people who are anxious when large crowds and loud sounds. And autism makes for people who are anxious wearing backpacks. Also, autism makes for people who are anxious at school all day. And autism makes for people who are anxious on the school bus. Also, autism makes for people who are anxious when fire alarms go off school. And autism makes for people who are anxious eating lunch in the school cafeteria. Also, just know that autism makes for people have a hard time tying shoes and buttoning shirt collars. Also, autism makes for people have seizure disorders that give them seizures. Also, just know me and Sarah had seizure disorders when we were younger. Also, just know that when people have autism, that people are scared of using school chair desks, and they're scared of using school lockers. Also, they're scared of jumping off a diving board and the deep end of a pool. Also, just know when people have autism, they're at the point where they have a hard time swimming. Also, they're at the point where they're scared of changes. Also, they're at the point where it's scary to enter in a school classroom, an unfamiliar school classroom, although. Also, just know, autism makes to where people are scared of shaving off their beards. And yes, I have one too, that I don't shave. See, when I go to sports clips, they shave it off for me and give me a spiky hairdo. Also, just know that when people have autism, they have learning disabilities that make them first grade level at reading and second grade level at math. Also, when people have autism, they have mental ages. My mental age is first grader age. Also, just know that Tourette syndrome is kind of like a neurological disability that gives you movements and sounds called tics that you can't control. Also, OCD gives you excessive fears. Also, just know that when people have PDD, autism, Tourette syndrome, and OCD, it's hard for them to eat in the school cafeteria. Also, just know that I didn't get my high school degree because I dropped out of high school, and I didn't attend my high school graduation. Also, I didn't attend my high school special education graduation. Also, I didn't attend my high school special education field trips. Also, I didn't attend my high school bus graduations. Also, I didn't attend my high school dances. Also, just let know that I didn't attend my high school prom. Also, just let know that uh, I didn't attend lunch in the school cafeteria because I ate in the special education school classrooms, and that takes me to the point where when I was in high school, my high school case manager made it to where I could eat lunch in the special education school classrooms. Also, when I was in high school, my high school case manager made it to where I could get out at 11 o'clock on school days. Also, when I was going to high school, my high school case manager made it to where I didn't have to go to high school until 22 because I felt like I couldn't go to high school until 22. Also, just know the signs of autism are lack of social skills, lack of eye contact, lack of speech, lack of communication, and just know that my high school teachers felt like I wouldn't be able to get a job. Also, just know that when people act up in school, that's a sign of autism. Awesome people have no grades in school, that's a sign of autism. Awesome people stim in school, that's a sign of autism. Also, stimming is kind of like hand flapping and hand motion, hand movement and hand fidgeting. And people with autism stim in school classes and stim walking out of school classes. Please subscribe, rate, and comment.